Hello, welcome to week 9 and 10 of Don't Give Up Your Day Job, my writer's diary. I had a week off and I'm probably going to be doing this podcast or vlog or whatever you want to call it every fortnight from now on until the end of the 6 months that I'm keeping it. In the last 2 weeks, what I've been doing is I've been taking the story arcs that I planned with the post-it notes on the wall a few weeks ago, and I have turned the story into a rough block of what happens in episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, etc., right through to episode 6. And it is very rough. And the way it's written at the moment is for my benefit. I've made it clear for myself what needs to happen in each episode for each of my characters. And that's been a really, really important part of the process, because I made more connections, as I did when I did the rough plotting of the arc of the whole 6 episodes. I've got more flesh on the bones. I understand better the character motivations, and in some cases my characters have changed their minds about what they do or why they do it. So it's been a really interesting process. And then having got there, I now need, and I'm about halfway through this week, putting that information into a treatment, making it into a marketing document. Because at the moment what it is something that helps me understand what's going to happen in the story when I script it. But what I now need is a document where I can explain that, sell that to a producer, an agent, somebody who doesn't know me, and make them want to watch it, commission it and see it on their screen. And it's very, very hard, because what you've got to do is not just work out what's going on in each episode, which I've kind of already done, but you've got to write that in a way that makes it interesting to somebody who doesn't know anything about the story. So I've started off by reworking the pitch document that I made for the BBC competition a few weeks ago. And that document, I've edited it, I've changed things because the story has developed a little bit over the last few weeks with the work that I've been doing. But I've also changed the log line a little bit, stuff like that. But I've pretty much used that pitch document that I did, and I've got a page of pitch of the general series. Then what I've got is character arcs for each of my 8 main characters, and I'm halfway through this and I'm finding this a very difficult task, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. And what that does is, it's not character descriptions like their height or what they look like, or what they do comes into it, but it's really about where they go, where they start, what their issues are, their desires, their obstacles, and where they land by the end of the series. But I can't just describe that in facts. I've got to write that in a way, not only to make it interesting, but it's got to hit the right tone. The tone of the way that I write this document has to be the tone of the finished piece when it's scripted and it's out there. And that is the bit that's tricky. It's enjoyable, it's interesting, it's a very creative way of working, but it's difficult to get the wording right for each and every character. So it's taking me some time, but I'm getting there. And once I finish the characters, I'm then going to take the overall 6 episodes that I wrote for my own benefit, what happens in each episode, and I'm going to summarise them and find a way of doing that in an interesting way that makes the reader want to find out what happens next episode, and hopefully satisfies them with an interesting ending. I think that things are going to change a little bit, but I don't see things changing very much. It's all about style and tone. It's all about getting that right. So that's my job for the rest of this week. And next time I will be at a very exciting point, because I will be ready to write the pilot map